Disney may be a major studio, but it started small, which meant its animators had to find ways to bring animated people, animals, and magical creatures to life better than anyone else. When they were able to do just that, but didn't yet have the budget to bankroll million-dollar movies, the animators decided not to start from scratch. Instead, they traced over animation that had already been released. And if you think it's just a case of copying a handful of frames, we have got a surprise for you. Here are Screen Rant's recycled movie scenes in Disney films. Robin Hood. Nobody throws a party like Robin Hood and his merry men. And a good party means plenty of dancing. Over the years, Disney's animators have delivered more than a few musical sequences in a ton of films, and decided to make Robin Hood into something of a highlight reel. Maid Marian gets her moves from Snow White over 3 decades earlier, with a few dashes of Duchess from the Aristocrats for good measure. Lady Cluck and Little John do their best impression of Baloo and King Louie from The Jungle Book. I guess dance moves don't always change with the times. The Jungle Book. It's no secret that animators tend to look at their own pets when designing animals or magical beasts, but man's best friend takes the cake in Disney films. That means the animators knew they could use puppies from 101 Dalmatians as the basis for their wolf pups in The Jungle Book, but even more time was spent turning Arthur's slobbering dogs from The Sword and the Stone into Mowgli's grown-up brothers and sisters. Since dogs aren't exactly skilled at hiding their feelings, we can probably let this one slide. The Sword and the Stone. Some movies can take bits of animation here or there, but where do you draw the line between saving time and just avoiding work? Disney couldn't always decide if The Sword and the Stone is anything to go by. When the movie's climax called for an epic jousting match, the animators decided to check the archives for footage to fit the scene. They found it in the Disney classic The Truth About Mother Goose. And by found it, we mean copied it completely, shot for shot. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. When Disney decided to lump together smaller featurettes starring Winnie the Pooh into one theatrical release, they ran into a bit of a problem. The collection, released as The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, didn't have an ending, but with some fast thinking and even faster hands, they came up with a solution. The answer was to craft a new ending starring Winnie and his owner, Christopher Robin. Paris Farewell loses some of its magic when you realize it's a direct tracing of an entire sequence from The Jungle Book. Apparently, a love of bears wasn't all that Mowgli and Christopher Robin had in common. Beauty and the Beast. It was the evil witch Maleficent who made sure that Sleeping Beauty's 16th birthday wouldn't be a happy one, sending her, and the entire kingdom with her, into a deep sleep. It all worked out in the end when Prince Philip woke her with true love's kiss, and the pair announced their love with a dance so perfect, it sent them into the clouds. Aw, there was no way to top a dance like that, so when animators had to match it with Beauty and the Beast 30 years later, they didn't even try. They simply traced Beauty and the now human Beast over the couple and assumed fans wouldn't mind seeing a true love's waltz all over again. Those are the bits of recycled Disney footage that caught our eye, but what other scenes or characters have always stuck out to you? Be sure to name them in the comments and click that subscribe button for more Screen Rant videos like this one.